of this rampant. So are you. Hold on, switch. Mama, I'm gonna introduce my ego.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Sliding out of the pocket. He finds his man, complete. It's Gonzalez. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Meeting the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Sanders on first down, not finding much of anything there, as he might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. He's got this to Pickens. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. George Pickens, 35 yards. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it. And then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it. But I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a first down. Now Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Man, we see a lot of quarterbacks try and do this. They get out of the pocket, they get in trouble, and they try and force the ball into their star receiver to make a play. Sometimes whether he's open or not. And I think this time, there's definitely an or not.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Mahomes going to throw. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And now off to the races, down the right side. Past the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Mahomes now on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Ravens are going to have it here just past the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Sanders. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, Jackson. And once again, this is Sanders. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. This one swung out to Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's got the Hall of Famer, Fred Biletnikoff, complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Rob Gronkowski.